Oh my god, that's insane. We kicked that into a fiery explosion of death. I should have expected this, though, when we were having smiles on our face beating children. If you ever see a crazy-ass maniac swinging an axe around like a Beyblade, leave him be. He's exactly where he wants to be. Little pig, let me in. Well, he should get a goddess carrier for his back. He should wear her like, you know how like you can get the cat backpack? You should get a goddess backpack. Just keep her in there. What the fuck is Zeph and why do I want his butter? I got questions, Xylo. Oh shit, he's feeling like he did back in the day. Are we gonna have a more positive outcome though? If I have to die, I'd love to die by you. But he still thinks he can kill Xylo, but he's really enjoying Xylo's final stand. Don't you love it when a goddess strokes our sword like that? We're gonna have a hopeful-ass victory here, and then, like, some craziness next week that's gonna just shatter our hearts, I bet. And the uncle's gonna be heavily involved in that, I'm sure. Don't you just love that Sense to be a hero can just casually drop such a blink and you miss a moment, but it's like, what do you mean Tatsuya of all characters is intelligent enough to utilize a weapon that isn't a blade and can reload? I thought he was just a mad attack dog summoned by some goddess and his life's been fucked. Gotta love this show. Of course, though, those are just some of the highlights. You want to catch the full live reaction is over on my Patreon, but let's jump into it, because Sense to be a Hero was fucking crazy this week, and it ended on too good of an ending that I'm pretty damn convinced means we're going to end in nothing but negativity next week, leading us off on a cliffhanger as we wait for Season 2, which is unofficially confirmed, but is, you know, leaked to be confirmed in the background. The one thing I gotta say, though, is there's something truly unhinged about Xylo, and I'm not saying this woman didn't deserve to go out. And I will say, Xylo doesn't discriminate. He kills men too. But when you consider just a handful of episodes back, demons or not, Xylo saw children and said, fuck them kids. And threw hands. Didn't even have to consider, just threw hands. And, you know, not saying Miss Tentacle Whip Diddlefingers here doesn't deserve a fiery explosion. But I will say, there's something truly unhinged about Xylo's character, more than you would normally see it with a character in his position, where you can just immediately be like, you know what? I immediately know how to deal with you. What if I just break your spine by launching you into the stratosphere, and then we'll blow you up? Oh, and then your friend in the tower there, we're gonna blow him up too. Like, what the fuck, Xylo? What? Like, I was really interested how we were gonna deal with this opponent, because I was like, man, this is super interesting. Like, I assumed there was a thread for each finger, so the fact that they're like 30 feet long, she's gonna be some Dr. Octopus swinging this shit around. Now we just break the spine and use dragon breath. This episode went a little too hopeful for our characters, which means it's probably going to be pure depression next week. And why do I say that? I say that because of Kivia. See, last episode ended on Uncle Dearest, who I'd been putting a lot of faith in, as I said last week, and it's why it hurt so much. Because he drops a name, and that name only means one thing up until this point in the show, unless they really want to deviate course, which means he's involved with coexisters. Immediately that gets her sus. Why would you use that name? What makes it even more sus is when she approaches Uncle immediately, maybe Uncle can chill. The people who brought the information, where are they? Oh yeah, they can't talk. Convenient. So it seems to me that she's planning for her exit. I'm not sure if that means she thinks she's gonna die doing this, but one of two things is gonna happen here. I would say 3, but I truly think Uncle is not a bait. I don't think so. I think if Uncle was a bait, we would have just left it off as the name, him doubling down that people that we could talk with who gave information aren't able to be talked with. I think Uncle's too far gone, guys. I am welcome to be proven wrong, but I don't believe it. So one of two things is going to happen. See, she goes to our fiance and says, we need you to investigate. And she's like, sure. I'm sure she's investigating what the fuck Uncle's been up to. And when that information comes back negative, after she seemingly has laid out to her right-hand man, if something is to happen to me, probably leaving everything in his care, making sure he can carry on for her. Either she or Xylo is going to have to kill the uncle. Now, emotionally, it would make more sense for her. The thing is I don't think she has it in her. Not because I think she's weak, I think it's too much for most people. Xylo, on the other hand, is beating children and women. Why not add an uncle to his arsenal of bloodshed, right? But the uncle is doing some nefarious shit. And her crash out, potentially death too, has me deeply concerned. To end this episode, we fucked up Boojum, which I still can't get over. Why the fuck is his name Boojum, man? It's fucking amazing. He turned into a Xenoblade Chronicles villain. He was fucking cool as hell. I thought surely cliffhanger into next week. So seeing us body this fool, seeing him glaze Xylo, I'm surprised he didn't suck Xylo off in this fight with the way he was hyping him up. To end this with total victory on our side. Now granted, yes, innocent civilians, fuck them innocent civilians at this point. We killed 3 big dogs this week. You really gonna tell me the uncle shit isn't gonna come true and fuck us over? Come on now, don't even kid yourselves. I will say though, Xylo's character is really fascinating to me because usually when you have this like, oh, something in current day reminds me of the past, yeah, you get those little flashbacks here and there, but I think they've actually done a better job than usual when it comes to the goddess storyline tied with him, because the goddess he had a connection with meant a lot to him, and the fact that he really did shut off his heart, he tried desperately not to let her in. It's the fact that as he's like running and rushing, it's like he's remembering how it felt back in the day. And on one hand, he's like very close to pushing himself to the point of no return, potentially getting himself killed. He's disoriented and everything, but it's like they had such teamwork here that we turned what should have been an endgame level boss into cannon fodder in the early stages. Because are we in the endgame of a season? Sure, but we're not anywhere close to the endgame of an actual story. And I thought Boojum was going to be sticking around for a little bit, and what happens? We blow his bitch ass up. This is what I mean. I think we were all expecting that the big emotional punchline of this season would be something with the demons. Not to say they didn't cause a ruckus in market squares, but I feel like the big punchline will actually be the fucking uncle. And how do you convince an entire organization that just uncle is a bad man because he'd be working with coexisters? Your status means a lot. Like Kivia, her right-hand man, probably would believe her. But, like, could we convince an entire army that this man... No. He outranks her. Like, he's a fucking holy priest, man. We can't... Goddamn church is on his side. It's really cool, though, seeing the Holy Excalibur come out. Just the way Boojum was like, man. Like, I felt like he had the best day of his life. Like, every time things were looking like he might die, he was convinced he was going to win this fight. But every time Xylo and her just kept doing crazy shit, I felt like he was like a proud father saying, "That's my boy. You wield that Excalibur." Jesus, the production of the show and the consistency was insane. Like, the show had completed production before episode 1 dropped, if memory serves, and it shows in the quality. Like, I don't know how long it will take for season 2 to get here, because, like I said, it's a few weeks back it was leaked that season 2 is in production. Could be multi-year wait for season 2, and to be honest, well, yeah, no one's gonna turn up because attention span of goldfish these days. The quality will be worth it. But if they've actually been like cooking for a bit here, maybe they can do a quick turnaround, because unlike a lot of shows where like, okay, we just finished production, like they probably already been working on season 2 for a good bit, so we might have a quick turnaround. I don't know, guys. But great episode, though. Xylo, one of the rare characters who really does not discriminate. He makes Kazuma from Konosuba seem like he's a nice man towards women. Your thoughts down below. Make sure you drop a like, share, support, subscribing, that bell if you haven't already, and Patreon, of course, full live reactions over there, and other exclusives, because you know we got to give those video shout-outs to my patrons, because they make it all possible over here. Alright, so today we got Nick Howard, DYR, Slazel, Isol Sodera, Jacob McCarthy, Divine Tank, True Demon Lord, Chris, and Galakron. So I appreciate the support. Please take care. You know, have a good one.